time for this week's CEO's blog. And John, we start with West Wyalong on the weekend with their Carnival of Cups meeting.
Another great meeting. All these Carnival of Cups meetings are rolling out and certainly delivering for participants in the area and for harness racing across the state, because it's a brand that we want to look after and protect. But when we talk about West Wyalong, we talk about a great standing start. Took us back to the future in some respects, in that it was just a great race, that one.
Yeah, off 70 metres, Johnny Be Good, very impressive. I guess the good story to come out of that was Bruce Hartley giving up a drive to Len Clement, who's got this bucket list of wanting to drive at every harness racing track in the state.
Yes, and that was fantastic. I know there was a bit of shopping around trying to get that drive for Len when his horse was balloted, but Bruce Hartley, he stepped right up. He's had successes across the state, across the interstate as well, and it was good to see him support we'll call Lenny a battler in this respect, as he battles around the state and tries to get all those tracks marked off his bucket list.
Now, what about news during the week? There's some changes to the 2-year-old season. That'll start now in New South Wales on the 1st of January.
Yeah, nothing more than what was expected. Even when we talk about the 1st of January and the impact that will have on the Leeton Breeders' Plate, the Leeton Club could see the writing on the wall in some respects, and they certainly were on the front foot with looking at other proposals once it was officially announced, and they were kept in the loop that it was an impending announcement that January 1 would be the commencement date. They're on the job now. They're trying to come up with a solution which will satisfy them, satisfy the 2-year-old calendar, and satisfy Harness Racing New South Wales. And the MIA Breeders' Plate, it will continue on. It's been going for 60 years. It will go for many years longer. It'll
be interesting to see what the participants have to say, because this is what they wanted. This is what they called for in their submissions.
Yeah, there's a few little niceties in that in the policy. The 2-year-old guarantee, the set schedule, the ability to make sure that they know when the fillies races are on. They're there for the participants to appreciate. Hopefully they'll all join in and take advantage of it.
And the 10-horse fields, I think that'll be a bonus too. What about the Miracle Mile?
Yeah, the 10-horse fields, of course. You won't get to slip that one past me, Greg. But the 10-horse fields for the 2-year-olds. Yeah. It was based on, had naught to do with safety, because we went through Bathurst with 12-horse fields and there were no incidents there whatsoever, because we can reflect back on, and we were talking about the Breeders' Plate where there was a nasty incident there with only 9 horses in the race. So it wasn't safety. It was just about the longevity of the horses, pushing the horses, making the racing a little bit more adaptable or available for these horses to move forward. So 10 horses for 2-year-olds. Certainly.
What about the Miracle Mile? There's been some changes. We're back to a Saturday night.
Yeah, I must congratulate the Principal Club for what they've done. They've looked at how horses are affected by an arduous campaign. And when we talk about a campaign, we're talking about the Victorian campaign and the races they run right through to the Victorian Hunter Cup. And it's great to see that there's a 14-day break before these same horses have to back up in the Coca-Cola and Cordina and then move on to the Miracle Mile. Very sensible move. They all must be congratulated on that decision. It's interesting, the chariots will stay a fortnight out, but that's where it should be. We've got to give the 4-year-olds some sort of break before they, if they wish to, want to take on those tougher horses. So good all round. We'll wait now for the conditions to come out. The club will take their time. They should take their time, and they're allowed to take their time on setting those final conditions of how you get in the greatest race in Australasia, the Miracle Mile.
And it'll be a special one next year. It's the 50th year of the Miracle Mile, and you would have been at the Principal Club for a number of those races. Yes,
I must say that until somebody eclipses me, I hold the record for being involved in the most number of those 50 Miracle Miles, or intimately involved with those Miracle Miles. I'm sure Bruce Christensen and David Watson, they're going to be around for a long time, so they'll break that record. But there'll be some great memories out of the 50 years of Miracle Miles. Len Smith must take all the accolades for what he did with it. Peter Volandis for what he did with it also, with actually publishing 2 books that recorded the history of the Miracle Mile, and hopefully that's high on the agenda of the Principal Club to continue that little piece of history as we move towards the 50th.
All right, thank you very much for that, John. We'll speak with you next week.
Yes, and on the Miracle Mile, for all those people out there that can remember, Manorville did deserve the start.